Coach Joe, tough loss today, especially playing a doubleheader after kind of the crazy weather weekend we had. But just overall thoughts about the team's performance these past 2 games.
Yeah, I thought really good job game 1 coming out, and we wanted to be on the aggressor in the box. Felt like we've been a little tentative in the box. Guys still trying to find their roles a little bit. So we kind of had a good game plan. I thought even though we only scored 5 runs, we thought our at-bats were a lot better. Load the bases up there the first 2 innings, and more importantly, just found a way to win. Obviously, Sammy Hall was really good, and then Bryson Dudley does what he does, and secured a win on that one. And then game 2, we had opportunities. As I told the team, when we look back in May or April and May, we'll be better because of this weekend. One, because Illinois is a good team, and we played some close games, but we're learning our personnel, who to bring in the game, different things like that. And so we got to the point where we used some guys in kind of different roles. Tippy early in the game, Laws a little bit earlier than we'd like to, but I think that was part of, the last game of the weekend and having guys available. And so, we fought back. The key is you got to get those shutdown innings after you get the momentum back. And so, we'll go back to work and put the time in. But I feel like right now we're close, closer than we were last weekend. When you play a good team, they don't let you off the hook on some of those pitches and some of those swings.
Yeah, after the team's game on Saturday, how good did it feel like coming in on Sunday to kind of get that really big win to kind of get back on track? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, that's the key, right? We talk about responding to anything and responding after a bad loss on Saturday. I knew these guys would get after it. If we were going to win the game, who knows? But there was great energy. There was, no look of a hangover of pouting from the night before. It was more just, hey, we got to go win, and they were fired up to win that game. And I saw the same thing in their eyes in the second game. We just didn't make enough plays to get the win.
Yeah, about Bryson Dudley getting the win. He's been a strikeout machine so far, bro. Thoughts about him, especially being early in the season, being able to put that many Ks on the board?
Yeah, he's a guy, we flirted with starting with. It's not out of the question, but we really like the role he's in because he can extend innings. He can close if he needs to. He can do a lot of different things. And so he's obviously very valuable to our team. And so, but yeah, he's got really, really electric stuff and gets a ton of strikeouts. And so another great outing for him.
And then Austin Mungia had a really big game, hit the homer and also had some really good plays at catcher. What about him, especially stepping in the role with Rashawn being out?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Ian and Rashawn, out behind the dish right now, those 2 guys have had to step up between him and Theo. I think they've done a great job. I mean, it's not perfect, but those guys have gotten a lot better from the first day they walked into our program, in August. And so now they're competing like crazy. But yeah, Mungi's he's a high energy guy. He's a big time leader on our team. And so he's a guy that you really root for because he works so hard at it, and he's a big time teammate. And so, he got it going today and had some spark, and obviously does a great job behind the dish catching it as well.
And then can you just talk a little bit about how Austin performed at the plate game 1 too, because he had a good game, home run?
Yeah, I think it was his audition. I told him I'll let you know if you're gonna hit in game 2, depending on how game 1 goes, and he took it to heart, I guess. And so obviously had a great day, but we need that guy. I mean, he's a really good hitter, talented guy. When he gets it lined up, he can hit a lot of balls out of the ballpark, and so he kind of brings the slug to our team a little bit. And so yeah, really good day by him. Even the line drive there in the 9th or in the 8th that they called, really good at bat. And so yeah, it's tough to do both, but he's a big physical guy, and he did a great job.
And then looking at game 2, just what are some things you think this team can improve on, especially learn from this game?
Yeah, I think with, as I told them, with really good teams like Illinois, when you walk guys, they always find a way to get that hit. And if you look on the weekend, we lost the 390 battle, which I talk about all the time, in all 3 games. And even the game we won, in game 1 today, we lost that battle as well. And so they literally made us earn everything, and that's what good teams do. And so we got to do a better job of making that earn. But they also took their walks on the offensive side. So the 390 battle is not just about the pitching; it's about pitching, defense, and finding ways on the bag by taking walks. And so we got to get better in those areas. That's where I say if we learn from this weekend, we'll be a lot better for it down the road.
Y'all played this week a lot of games against Power 4 teams. Oklahoma State Tuesday this weekend against Illinois. Now you're going on the road to Texas A&M. How do those teams against those really top programs kind of make y'all better as a team?
Yeah, I mean, the schedule, not completely designed this way, but the way it worked out, doing a couple years in advance is, I had no idea they were going to go win the Big Ten last year, have a share for it. And of course, obviously he has a great team again this year. We got Oklahoma State, we got A&M, we got the WAC champions coming in next weekend, and then Campbell, who wins early every year. So if we're going to be great in the Sun Belt, that's our goal. Is every weekend we got to play really good, clean baseball. If we do that, we have a chance. But if not, our schedule plays to there's no easy outs, and so you got to find a way to go play really good baseball. And if you're ever gonna, get in a regional and win it and make your way to Omaha, that's the type of baseball you got to play.
And then how do you feel you guys match up against A&M?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a great program. I think this past Tuesday, gave us a lot of confidence with beating Oklahoma State on the road. And so it'll be a fun environment. I'm excited for these guys to bounce back, see how Tovar does again in the big moment. And but more importantly, watch our guys go into number one and see what they got. And so, like I said today, our goal is to go win every time out. And so I'm going to go out there to go win the baseball game. So I'm excited how some of these guys respond, finally going on a true road game in somebody else's house and how they kind of respond to that adversity and that environment.
And I know Carson Laws kind of had a tough outing tonight, especially when you're leading the nation in like saves and all of that stuff. But like, how do you kind of pick him back up after a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, guy took a great swing on a 95-hour fastball. It was down, which he needs to pitch up in the zone a little bit, but guy took a really good swing on it. Just trying to limit the free 90s with him is always the key. And that's one of those roles I talk about. We were down in the game when he came in, which is not usually what we try to do with him. But it was to the point where we couldn't let him score anymore. So that's what we're trying to figure out as a staff of when to use different guys. But obviously he's one of our best arms, so we definitely got to use him on the weekend to have a chance to hold him down and almost made the comeback there until we gave it up again. But yeah, I mean, he'll be fun. He's a tough kid and energy kid, and he'll be bounced back for Tuesday night.